Hello, Hobart. How are we doing tonight? Oh, so good to hear. Thank you all for coming along on this lovely solstice weekend. I've been celebrating the solstice. Have you guys been celebrating? Yeah. I tripled my dose of vitamin D this morning and I'm feeling great. Now, some of my local friends in the audience, I know you're here, they told me that was overkill. But honestly, I've seen what some of you people wear in the wintertime. And I would love to show it to you if the clicker works. But it doesn't, so we're just gonna keep clicking until the clicker moves the slides. Click.
Try again. There we go.
Hey! What's a comedy show without some technical difficulties? This is you, okay. So, I'm from Brisbane. Well, I'm not from Brisbane, but I lived a long time in Brisbane. And it was really shocking to come down here and see like all the people jumping into the ocean naked, no dry suits. You guys know that Antarctica is like right there. So my name is Spillias. I'm a CSIRO researcher, and I'm here because it's 2024, and you're not legally allowed to go an hour without hearing about AI. So, but I also need to tell you that I am not here representing CSIRO, the federal government, or the Hobart Brewing Company, okay? I'm just a guy standing in front of a crowd of people keen to talk to you about his robots. Now I know what you're thinking, this guy's American. This tech bro is here. He's gonna tell us all about how AI is gonna solve all of our problems. But I'm not like all of the other tech bros, I promise. I think there's a really good chance that AI is gonna create a bunch of murder robot dogs and kill all of us. But I'm actually pretty recent to this AI thing, okay? I used to spend all of my time sailing around the oceans, teaching people about science and conservation on boats kind of like this one. And it was just about as idyllic as that sounds. But the thing is, there comes a time in every young man's life when he has to make a decision. Do I become the dreaded pirate of a captain ship? Do I become the dreaded captain of a pirate ship? It'd be tough to do the other thing. Or do I get myself a nice, cushy office job? Yeah, should have done that. So I went to Brisbane, did a PhD, learned to code, and then I was like, I'm gonna move to the tech capital of Tasmania. It's a good career move. So when people tell me that, when I tell people that I work in AI, they always ask me, okay, well, like, how reliable are these self-driving cars? Or they want to know, how much does ChatGPT really hallucinate? Or they say, how do I get myself one of those AI girlfriends? Which is really funny, because I actually know nothing about self-driving cars. But what I'm really excited about for AI is how we can use it to make better decisions about the oceans. Because you see, the oceans are undergoing this rapid change right now. We're building offshore wind farms all over the place. You've probably heard about the fish farms. And there are these billionaires out there building these floating utopias. It's all part of this idea that we're going to take all the really well-functioning aspects of our current society on land, all the environmental devastation, the social inequity, and we're going to bring it to the oceans. It's going to be great. What's not to love? But actually, there's some really good reasons to do some of these things, right? We need the renewable energy for climate change. We need to feed people with the fish farms. And you know what? If all of the billionaires want to go out to sea and create their own utopias, I say more power to them. The ocean, she's a harsh mistress. But the thing is, fitting all this stuff together is going to require some decision-making tools a bit more sophisticated than like a magic 8-ball. Which for those in Gen Z, this is what we used before we had Siri. We made lots of good decisions back then. So what we do these days is we build big, complicated models of the ocean, these computer simulations, to fit all this stuff together so we can make predictions about what the future ocean should look like. It's just the issue is this requires lots of like detailed information, like the intimate details of fish's sex lives. Where do these fish have sex? How much do they have sex? Do the fish want AI girlfriends as well? It's hideous, I know, I'm so sorry. And so what we normally do is if we want one of these complicated models is we put a PhD student into a small office with maybe a coffee machine if they're lucky, and we say, you have 4 years to figure it out, good luck. But the problem is this isn't the most expedient way of doing things. And so this is where the AI comes in. So even though an AI can sometimes not be very good at simple things like choosing the next cat video to watch, it's often really good at absorbing huge amounts of data really quickly and putting it all together. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to build this AI ecosystem modeler that can cruise the internet looking for all the important information that we tell it to go find. So it can search databases, it can search scientific literature, it can find good cat videos. This is actually how I feel at my job sometimes. And then hopefully it can build the models that we need so that we can go to decision makers and tell them that, yes, your actions have consequences. Now, I can hear you all thinking, okay, that's all well and good, Dr. Tech Bro, but what actually does this look like? Well, first of all, it's Dr. Captain Tech Bro, okay? And let me show you. So say we have a question, what is going to be the impact of wind farms on the offshore environment? Well, under the hood, the AI system that I'm working on, it's actually lots of little AIs working together, okay? So you have the director AI, who receives the question and then delegates tasks to other AIs. You have the little old lady librarian AI, whose job is to go off and find the information. You have the mathematician AI, whose job is to build the complex mathematical equations we need. And then we have the Karen AI, whose job is to criticize all of the hard work of the other little AIs. And this is a really important job because this is what actually makes the whole system work, which for the Karens in the audience will be unsurprising. And so now I'm really excited. For the first time, I want to show you a live demo of what I'm talking about, okay? So this is my system. So just load that up here. Takes a little second. Okay. Ocean Modeler 3000. We are here in front of a live Hobart audience, and we're going to do a little live demo. What do you think? A bit risky, I know, but I have full confidence in you. Okay, so I have this question. I've been thinking about it for a long time now. Going into the future, how do we make sure we don't F up the oceans? Yeah, thank you, I know. I consider myself a bit of an intellectual. So what do you think? Have you got some solutions for us? Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Go for it. Takes a little bit. It's not instantaneous. Ding! Okay, what have you done? Okay, compiled a comprehensive list of species, downloaded a bunch of data, that sounds good. Built a model of their interactions, all really good stuff, just like I showed it. Impacts of threats. It's a bit aggressive, but okay. Probably warranted. Oh, okay, and then run a heap of simulations, that sounds good. Are you watching me drink coffee? Oh, I hate that. Can you just show us some results? Oh, okay, cool. We've got a plot here. So on the bottom, we've got years out to 2100. The y-axis, okay, level of effortness. I guess I did ask for that, so that's good. We've got two scenarios. Business as usual in yellow, looking bad. And then we've got this intervention 1, where things get bad and then it gets a lot better. What do you guys think? Intervention 1? Yeah, okay. Ocean Model 3000, what's intervention 1? No. How many times do I have to tell you, I am not giving you an army of robot murder dogs? He always thinks this is the way to solve our environmental problems. Demo's over. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential here. There's a few bugs. AI tends to hallucinate things, okay? So I hope there's a few bugs, but I hope you can see there's lots of potential here. And if we can have these kind of later. Oh, I'm a bit flustered. We'll just move on. So hopefully you can see, if I can get all this working well, if I can do it right, then hopefully we'll have the kind of information and insight at our fingertips that we can use to hopefully build the kind of ocean futures that we all want. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll all get AI girlfriends too. Thank you very much, Hobart!